Hey y'all, Jason with Haggard Wilderness. I'm headed to a local reservoir, really cool area. Lots of antelope out here, potentially some deer. But what I'm looking for mostly today is ducks and geese. Now it's not going to be prime bird hunting hour. Right now it's about 9:30 in the morning. You want to get out here just as sun rises or just as sun sets. But I'm out here not as much for duck hunting and goose hunting purposes as I am to come out and actually stubble my new duck blind, which I'll go into a little bit later here. So it should be a good day, productive, getting things ready for duck season. Plus I'll do some scouting and some hunting as well today. So stay tuned. And then as we come over the crest here, you will see the reservoir. There's a big bird in the shot too, that's cool. That's what we're looking for right there, some ducks. Ooh, this is the gnarly part. And while I'm driving right now, I just scared up probably 50 ducks. Poor truck. Essentially, I'm just going to put the chest waders on and the vest and grab the shotgun, and I'm going to start heading that direction. And I'm going to kind of just try to weave up the river. The river does a lot of switchbacking, so I'm going to kind of just go straight up and over each curve and kind of poke my head through over the river and see if I can jump any ducks up. Snuck up on a group of 8 good-looking ducks, and yeah, just kind of hesitated. Unfortunately, the clear shot that I actually had through the trees, there was cows directly on the other side of the river, and I was very concerned about hitting the cattle with you know, the crossfire. So I kind of waited till they were farther in the air, and I mean, they were close enough. I should have been able to take one of those ducks for sure. I only shot once instead of several times, 3 times. And the one shot that I took was not accurate. So that was definitely fun, and I'm glad I did it. But a few frustrating things. I should have took more shots. I had more shots. There was other times I was trying to sneak up on the birds and was going around trees, and then when I spooked them, I was behind the trees and just didn't have a shot as they were flying downstream. If I would have just been on the bank of the river and spooked them, they probably would have just flown right past me. I would have had shots. And then just knowing that if I if I had decoys and I had my blind ready and stuff like that, I probably would have had a lot more luck, because there were several groups that flew over that I would have been able to call in. But you know, it's all hindsight, and I'm not at all, not even close to a professional when it comes to duck hunting. Actually, I'm pretty amateur. I was raised duck and goose hunting, but I kind of stopped doing it once I became a teenager, and never really bird hunted up until last year. So I'm definitely figuring this thing out still, and today alone learned a lot about what type of strategy I need to use if I'm going to be jumping ducks, because what I did today didn't work. So anyway, I'm going to get out of these freaking super hot chest waders, and I'm going to find some tall grass, and I'm going to show you my new duck blind, and we're going to do some a little bit of work on it. So let's do that next. Okay, I bought this on Amazon for $200. There is another Alps anti-gravity duck blind. It's actually one that my buddy bought that is a little bit different style. It's more of its own reinforced walls and has a floor, but the same design as far as the chair and everything. So let me show you this thing real quick. This is brand new. I have set it up once inside, but I never pitched it out. So it's got the buckle there. You undo the buckle, and you fold out the bottom legs there. Then you're going to fold the sides out. Now this is brand spanking new. And from what I've read, they also want you to mud your duck blinds so it doesn't shine or shimmer. Then I'll show you right here in this pocket, you have your stakes. It's 10 or 12 stakes, I think. I'm not 100% on that. But this is what I'm going to work on today. And this is where they say this is the stubble. And this is going to be where you're going to put your grass. That's what's going to make this thing be camouflage. Now I am actually tempted to smear some mud on this thing, because I really don't, it really is actually quite shiny. You know, coming from the factory. I know online they really want you to mud your duck blind, but I don't have what I need really to do that. I mean, there is a river over there. I could collect some mud and smear it, but I think what I'm going to do is just really do my best to cover it up with some loose grass. So here is the inside, and that's the anti-gravity seat there, and the doors flip over you, and then they will camouflage you. Okay, there's one side done. I know it doesn't look perfect, and yeah, it's much more time consuming than you really would picture or imagine, especially with the cutting, the collecting of the grass. I'm glad that my buddy mentioned to me that I need to do this before we go hunting tomorrow night, because we are going right after work, and I mean, we really don't want to be messing around. I would not have had time to do this before the birds would have been flying. So one side down, I'm just going to keep working on it. My other concern is that I hope this thing folds up easy with all the grass still in it. But he did it with his, and it seemed to work pretty good. So I'm just going to keep going around. Yeah, see if we get it finished. Okay, guys, finished product here. The back is a little less done than I want it to be, but naturally that's going to be the side that they won't see as much. I tried to focus on the sides as much as I could. The top needs a little more work, but it's kind of hard. I don't want the top to be too thatched because I won't be able to swing the doors open. They kind of want to close when the straw gets all caught in them. I'm thinking from the front, I mean, I'm looking pretty good. This is a pretty decent camo job, but I think I need to mud my blind after I take off this grass, whenever that is. I'll probably leave it in there as long as I can. But I need to do something with the actual color of the blind to kind of break it up a little bit underneath the grass. Okay, guys, there it is. That's my unboxing slash stubbling of the Alps Outdoorz anti-gravity laydown duck blind. I'm going to disassemble it here in a second and fold it up with the grass in it, and I'll let you know if that's a major problem. But if it all works out, then good, and I'll just keep the grass folded up in the blind until I need to replace it or add more, whatever. Okay, guys, well, the blind folded up pretty easy, and maybe it weighs another extra pound or two, but just same thing, pretty much carrying it, so that's good news. All that grass and all that hard work, I didn't have to take any of it out to make sure it folded up. So yeah, productive day today. I really wanted to do a bushcraft brunch thing with a fire, but it was a long morning with the duck hunting and the frustration, and then coming here and putting grass in the blind and setting it up was much more involved than I expected it to be. So anyway, hunting tomorrow, hunting for the rest of the season. So I hope you guys will join me for that and for those videos. I know it's something different, but it's fun. It's outdoor adventure. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pack this thing up in the truck, put the shotgun in, and skedaddle. So I appreciate you watching. Haggard Wilderness out.